Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Evan McPherson about ready to get this going as we are underway now from Paul Brown Stadium. Fielded right around the 8. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. It's Young off play action. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. Young. That's complete to his running back, Jefferson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice completion there for the first down. And, Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Young now. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 32-yard line.
And it shouldn't come as any surprise that you say Adam Thielen made a catch, and it was for a first down. He comes off another solid season, over 900 yards receiving, one of the best route runners in the NFL.
Stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. Not a whole was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Young's throw there taken in by Smith. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 19. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right?
And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen there to make the grab. And the Vikings are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 7-0.
Bengals nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From way up at the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
showing the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. That one good for 10 yards, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes, so when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
1st down. Here's Burrow. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Second and 10.
11-90. Ready?
Now it's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Burrow on the keeper. Incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Joe Burrow in year number 2, moving around pretty good considering the seriousness of his injury last year. If you're a defensive coordinator here, what are you trying to do to slow Joe Burrow down?
I think you want him to be in rhythm. I think you want him to be on time. And normally, you want to take that away from a quarterback, make him hold it a little bit longer. But when he has a chance to maneuver around the pocket, sometimes get out of it, big plays result. I want him throwing the ball on time and then tackling the receivers so there's no extra yardage.
An option handoff here to Mixon. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Burrow looking to pass. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Young off the play fake. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds.
And Viking fans always remember that Kyle Rudolph held down the tight end position for the better part of a decade. But Irv Smith was drafted in the 2nd round in 2019 as his eventual replacement. And that time is now. A 1st down catch there for Smith.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 17 yards.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Young will set to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Young. Smith catches left side. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle.
The best strong safeties, one word constantly comes. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. On 2nd and 9, Young, throw left side on target to Thielen. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 13-yard line. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. From the red zone now, Young. This is intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And now off to the races down the right side. Past the 20.
It's sad
and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD. So they had a good drive going, a chance to build on this first half lead, but now you kind of feel like we got a new ball game.
And you wonder what the discussion will be now at halftime, because I think we were headed towards one. Now it's a different discussion altogether. One side optimistically, the other side wondering what could have been.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The Clemson product. Jay Reeder got in for the sack.
A 10-yard loss on the sack. It's second down.
Throwing on second and long. Young. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Vikings. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a fourth down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone, but unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Mixon with a first down carry. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 38, Burrow. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. If there was one knock on Joe Burrow coming out of LSU, it was arm strength, but kind of put those doubts to rest right there.
And I'm telling you, nothing will light up a crowd more than a play like that. Here in the stadium, all eyes were on the receiver streaking downfield, and you know everyone was thinking, throw it, he's open. What a connection there for touchdown.
And that one, and even 60 yards in the air. Wow. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Lets it fly for Thielen. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So, CD, big changes for 2021. Of course, last year we had the expansion from 6 to 7 teams in each conference making the playoffs. This year, the headline, the addition of a 17th regular season game. What did you think when you heard the news that this was happening?
Well, my first thought, partner, was finally, because we've heard about a 17th game coming for a long time, and now here it is. So the beautiful part about all of it is that 17th game is going to be like these interdivision, interconference type games that are going to match up and play out over a 4-year period. And that's kind of cool. And I was looking forward to seeing some of the matchups that were going to come out of that for that 17th game. And could that be the game that decides a bunch of division titles?
First down, Young. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brings up second and
3. They'll throw again. Young. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Cook now off the read option. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 24, Young. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Here's Young. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Young, and complete, right side to Cook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Looking to throw, Young. Dancing to his left. This will be caught at about the 5.
And the Vikings are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you down, Coach Schmidt has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
From way up at the 23. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
And when you think of the Vikings, you think of a team that brings a lot of pressure to the quarterback, but a surprise in 2020, only 23 sacks as a unit last year. So they're in need of bigger production from their pass rush in 2021. Remember, last year's numbers, they were in the bottom.
Now Burrow loses the football.
And this belongs to the Vikings.
And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the third quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
Cook is in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was. And when you mention the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. To return it, Darius Phillips. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some...
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Daniil Hunter getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
12.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Push him back. Push him back.
Right there. 54, right there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
Room to run past midfield. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Flush to his right. Now Burrow loses the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
12.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Flushed out right. He'll let it go deep for Foster.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Here's Kevin Huber now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Taken in at the 22. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the shotgun, it's Young. It's caught. Smith. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Young's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
It's Young on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Cook. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They try again with Cook. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Handoff comes to Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Burrow giving it to Mixon on the option. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now the Bengals on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores. And they've really got to get some yards in chunks. And they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To the air again, Burrow. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Danielle Hunter, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Boyd. 3rd and goal. And keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. An option handoff here to Mixon. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Now Burrow loses the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. Lambeau to add on the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Bengals 14.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. He'll let it go deep for Foster, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. And finding the tight end, Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Burrow giving it to Mixon on the option. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down. Your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
Slant pass to Boyd. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
11, Thomas. Here we go. Give him a huddle.
An option handoff here to Mixon. Mixon with a first down and more. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, 33 yards. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now defensively they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
Able to power through. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
A nice throw there. We've seen a lot of those from this young man. How would you assess, Charles, his first start thus far?
I think it's been everything that they could have asked for because he's handled all the basic things quite well. And even some of the wrinkles that have been thrown at him, he's shown a lot of poise throughout and made some nice plays.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw as this play will stand as is.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Young here to throw.
And he's got this to Jefferson.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
And Viking fans spent plenty of time wondering how they were going to replace Stephon Diggs when he left for Buffalo. But I think most would agree now that Justin Jefferson was the best rookie receiver in football last year. 88 catches for an even 1,400 yards. I would say the numbers don't lie.
First and 10, Young.
And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Vikings, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.
Bengals.